Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have World Eats Bread. This is a National Geographic documentary series. It's 3 episodes long. It is from 2024, so it's pretty new. I thought it was around for so much longer, but it just seems like it's been on my list forever. That's what I was saying yesterday. But yeah, this is three parts, each about 46 minutes each, and when you're talking about a documentary about food, either it's going to be a celebration of it or it's going to be like, oh, there is not enough. And it's going to be like, it's about talking about different areas of the world that's not well enough fed. And we're talking about the world. The world eats bread. But thankfully, there's a lot of joy in this. There's a lot of passion for bread, and I know that sounds a little bit strange, but it is. It is just tells the story of a number of people. Our first episode takes place in San Francisco. Hey, the home of sourdough, and so many other types of bread that are featured in this. And so it's not just like, how do you make bread? Where does it come from? Is it gluten free? No, it's none of that. There's not a ton of history about bread, as so much as the history of the bread of that region. There's rumors that the old 49ers, the gold panning, the guys that came to the old West in around San Francisco, brought their own bread ingredients, the activator, or whatever they call it. I forget the term. Their starters. Their starters brought their own and guarded it with their lives. Whether that's true or not is a whole other thing. But hey, if you got a good starter and a bag full of gold that you just panned, well, you've got a good life. So, in this case, though, we get to see a number of people from modern day San Francisco, not the 49ers, just talking about how they started with their love for bread. This is this is not gluten free. Just saying right now, this episode is very much very bready, and it is gonna make you hungry. Anti gluten or not, man, it's gonna make you hungry. You can almost smell the sourdough in this episode. So you get a neat little look at San Francisco, and you get a look at all these bakeries, many of them built within their people's homes. Some, many in different levels, different ways, and infected them in their lives in different ways, and how they got to become bakers. Many different stories. So, if you're looking for something a little bit more drier and a little bit more serious, and it is still serious, but it has an element of fun to it. But it's also not like it's got a lot of bread puns occasionally. Yeah, in some of the narrator drops a few bread puns. Okay, but it's more of a personal profile of how bread of the region affects the people, and the people affect the creation of bread in their communities, and affect the communities that they're in. The first one, like I said, is set in San Francisco. The second one is set in Turkey, as people prepare for Ramadan and all the different types of breads and things like that they bake up there. And the third one, I believe, is in Central or South America, Guatemala, in Central America. So the about the humble tortilla and how it really is a staple in their lives. A lot of us do take bread for granted, and just it's just a daily thing that many of us eat if we can. And it's just in this it takes it from that humble base Wonder Bread level, which again the evolution of into the Wonder Bread era is also mentioned, but it just flows from beyond just taking it at its humble basic roots into something that's transformative. So, and seeing 3 different cultures right here in just this episode, and just some of the fun things you get to see. And you know what? If I ever get to San Francisco, I'm gonna start checking out some of the bread places and getting some good sourdough. Of course, you got to go for some. You're gonna go from Starbucks. No, that's Seattle. Sorry, Seattle Starbucks, and then you're gonna go to down to San Francisco for some sourdough bread, something along those lines. We even get to see some of these bread makers meet each other for the first time. They've known each other. They're part of a community, a sense. And yeah, it's interesting to see how some of them meet up with each other. Some of them have pretty rough stories, and some of them have just sort of stories that are ongoing. Things that are like, how do they balance? It's not just making 1 or 2 loaves of bread a day or a week. It's in some cases it went from 1 or 2 to making thousands a week. It's no small endeavor. It's not a small passion. And yes, this does mention the uptick of bread making that took place during the pandemic, where everybody just went, you know what? I'm stuck inside. I can't really go out and grab dinner just at random. Let me just start making bread, as many people did. And so yeah, that saw that change, that moment in time when suddenly everybody became a baker for 5 minutes or a year or so, is also touched upon in this, because of, it's 2024. So yeah, it's definitely, it's a whole lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just very, here's the history of bread, and this is all the different types, and how do we create this, and what's good, what's bad. No, it's a story of people, and such crazy passion for something that that so many of us take for granted. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 115. 115. Okay. Oh wow, we got a movie, and it's a sequel that doesn't have the original on Disney Plus yet. I would assume that it's going to be put on Disney Plus eventually. I have to check to see if it's gotten added yet. I have a feeling that there are certain contracts, like for a while, some of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies couldn't even be put on Disney Plus because they had deals through certain years with other streaming services or other content holders, to be able to show them, like say on Netflix as compared to Disney Plus. And until that contract ended with Netflix, they couldn't put it on Disney's own streaming service, because they, even though they own Pirates of the Caribbean. So in this case, this is a film from Sony, but it's Marvel, and for some reason we got the second one but not the first one. I'm feeling deals were made at different times. This one is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Yes, it is the sequel, not the original. I'm going to check, and if it does turn out that the first one is on here, maybe we'll watch both of them back to back, 2 days in a row. We'll see. But otherwise, if I don't come back here immediately after saying bye, we're going to be watching Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse in the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.